Hi, everyone, and welcome to Massachusetts Strong for the first of our three-part series addressing mental health. We are pleased and privileged to be joined today by psychologist Dr. Sarah Fournier. Hi, Dr. Sarah, and welcome.
Hello, thank you for inviting me to be a part of this important initiative. It's an honor.
This is excellent. We are very excited. So let's dive right into it. It is no surprise that mental health concerns are on the rise and that youths and families right now might be experiencing heightened levels of stress, anxiety, loneliness, depression. What can coaches and parents and families do to help our children maintain stability and maintain balance in their lives, especially during this turmoil time?
Yes, there's a great need right now. There are many ways to look at this. First, I think we need to think about being effective role models in terms of healthy coping for the kids. We need to seek the support that we need so that we can stay healthy and responsive to them. Um, we need to set the tone of optimism and encouragement at home, on the fields, on the courts. We also should try to think of ways to help the kids cognitively frame the pandemic in hopeful ways in terms of growth opportunities. For instance, chances for teamwork, outward focus, compassion, growing through our trials, things like that. Of course, we also need to create opportunities to connect with them, talk about the pandemic, check in with them often, help them name what they feel. We really need to listen. We may be surprised with what their biggest fears actually are. We may think we know. Also, shared activities can really help open kids' ears and their mouths to talk more. We also should try and think about being as real and authentic with them as we can, breaking down walls of communication. Mindfully sharing our own struggles with them will help normalize and validate their experiences. I think also what's important is to emphasize the temporary nature of the pandemic. It will pass. It's not soon enough, but it will. Also, bring their thoughts back to today. So when the what if thoughts start coming and they start looking down the road, bring them back to today. Also, what's important is to keep channels of communication open with all of the support people in their lives. So coaches, teachers, medical providers, they all need to be on the same page so that they have a shared understanding of what's going on with the child and that they are not unknowingly exacerbating symptoms or problems. Also, what I think I would want to emphasize is to connect with people in a similar situation and who have similar struggles right now. And try to make meaning together because we are not all in the same boat. There are families that are enjoying more ice cream and game nights, and other families are experiencing a lot of loss with jobs and loved ones. So we need to be careful about comparing. And finally, I think it's important to be mindful about the news and information about the virus and how much is getting thrown at them and how much they have to hear and process. Again, talking through some of that with them can help provide a balanced perspective for them.
Dr. Sarah, what do you think is the difference between being positive and being optimistic?
That's a great distinction. To me, being positive is sort of one-dimensional. And I think mainly can sometimes refer to how we think or feel in the moment, right now, without necessarily trusting that the future will bring good things. On the other hand, optimism seems to have more of a future orientation and more depth. So I think that the element of hope is included more when we think about optimism. And in my opinion, when someone is truly optimistic, they seem to have a deeper sense of faith and belief, um, than just being positive, in a sense that things are going to work out.
So we're always looking at the horizon.
I agree. Absolutely.
Wonderful. Well, this has been really enlightening and very informative. And we thank you so much for sharing your time and expertise with us today in our first segment. And on February 15th, we'll look forward to hearing a little bit more about building confidence in our youth athletes. So we will have a page on the Massachusetts Strong on the Soccer website that will list additional support links and pages and resources that our families can take advantage of. We wish you a very great day, Dr. Sarah. Thank you so much for joining us. And
Thank you.
thank you, everyone, for joining us during part of Massachusetts Strong.